Most nonprofit founders think the reason they're stuck is fundraising, but it's actually something much deeper. Did you know that nearly 70% of US nonprofits operate on annual budgets under $50,000? Not because their mission isn't worthy, but because they're stuck chasing money, throwing together random campaigns, waiting on grants, getting ghosted by sponsors, and wondering why the money isn't coming in. It sounds familiar. I get it. I've been in this game for over 30 years, coaching hundreds of small nonprofits. And the truth is, raising 100K isn't magic. It's a step by step process. Once you know the steps, it's repeatable, predictable, and honestly, a whole lot easier than you think. So today I'm sharing the fast fundraising system I use in my fast track coaching program. By the end, you'll know how to create a clear plan to raise 100K that's faster, easier, and far less stressful than anything you've tried before. If you're the kind of founder who's tired of self funding and all the overwhelm that goes with it, this system will change everything. So let's dive right in because the F in FAST stands for foundation. And I'll be honest with you, this is the step that separates the nonprofits that finally break past the 100K from the ones that stay stuck year after year. Before you raise anything significant, you need clarity. If you don't have the foundations in place, every campaign feels heavier than it should and brings in less than it could. And most founders don't even realize this is the reason they're spinning in circles. I always start with a full audit, not just of your current fundraising efforts, but of your position in the sector. And most small nonprofits skip this entirely. Here's what actually changes things. Do a competitive analysis, not so that you can compare yourself to bigger nonprofits, but so you can finally see where you stand out, what you're doing that no one else is, where the gaps are that you can claim. This one step gives you the level of confidence that most founders have never felt before. Plus, we uncover all sorts of interesting tidbits, which we'll get to in a second. Next, we build your donor persona. If you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. And once you know exactly who's most likely to support your work, what they care about, and why your mission matters to them, your fundraising instantly becomes more focused, more intentional, and more effective. So here's where things start to get exciting. Throughout this foundational work, we also uncover potential donors, real names, real people, and almost every student is shocked by how many we find. Community leaders, local businesses, former stakeholders, grantors, people they didn't even realize were within reach. They're often sitting on a gold mine without knowing it. Then we take all of this, your competitive insights, your donor persona, and the list of potential donors, and we use it to build your case for support. Your who, what, how, why, who you serve, what you do, why it matters today, and how donors can create real change. This becomes the anchor of your entire fundraising system. This is the difference between scrambling for money and having donors lean in because your message finally speaks to them. This is why my students start raising money so quickly. We're not adding more to their plate. We're removing the noise and giving them clear, compelling messages, plus a list of donors they didn't even know they had. We found over 500 for Hope for Kids and got $75,000 on their very first ask. So, if you've been overwhelmed or unsure who to ask or stuck wondering where the money is supposed to come from, this is why. You've never had this foundation. But once you do, everything else gets easier and raising 100K becomes realistic, not hopeful. So, my tip is this. Before you spend any time on any campaign, ask yourself, who else is doing this? Who is this for? And why would they care right now? If you can't answer, the campaign isn't ready. So do a competitive analysis, create your donor personas, and start writing down lists of names as you come across them. Next is the A in FAST, which stands for action. This is the turning point. You've done the foundational work, you've uncovered your potential donors, you know what makes you different, and now it's time to take all of that clarity and actually put it into motion. This is where we plan and launch your Fast Win campaign. Now, this is the moment everything starts clicking. You're no longer guessing or throwing ideas around hoping something sticks. We take the donors and the donor personas we uncovered in the foundation stage and build a beautifully themed campaign designed specifically for them. And when I say beautifully themed, I don't mean complicated. I mean intentional, a campaign that blends individual donors, online fundraising, sponsorship opportunities, and more into one clear message that people can't help but respond to. This is also where you learn how the other pieces fit together. I mean, there's so many options out there like peer-to-peer fundraising, social media campaigns, email fundraising, matching gifts, raffles, sponsorships, and more. And you don't need all of them. But what you do need is the right ones in the right order, matching to the right donors. That's the secret. And when it's missed, it's exactly why campaigns flop. Lakewood University had zero donors and was brand new to fundraising, but after building their first Fast Win campaign, they raised over $70,000 in 3 months. So my tip is this: don't pick your campaign first, pick your donors first. Look at the list of people you've uncovered in your foundation work and choose the campaign types that fit them, not the ones that sound trendy or fun. When you match the method to the donor, everything works better. And students are always surprised at how quickly the momentum builds once they start taking aligned action instead of scattered action. This is the moment where your nonprofit stops hoping for money and starts creating it. Step 3 is the S in FAST, which stands for systems. Now that you've built momentum, this is where you turn those wins into predictable systems instead of one-hit wonders. This is where we build your annual fundraising plan. And I don't mean a pretty calendar you never look at again. I mean a real living roadmap that shows you exactly what to do, when to do it, and how everything connects. The goal here is simple: eliminate the guesswork and stop the what should we do next panic that every nonprofit knows too well. I like to map out a full year in one place: your fundraising activities, your campaigns, your donor stewardship, your grant deadlines, even your admin tax, like tax filing, board meetings, financial reporting. Because when you can look at a plan and instantly see what's coming, everything feels lighter. You spread out the workload, nothing sneaks up on you, and you stop having those nightmare months where everything hits at once. This is usually where I give my students a Trello board, because once they see it visually, it switches that flip. They go from "we're always behind" to "oh, this is actually doable." I mean, Paul at Camouflage Chaplaincy took his yearly plan and now has a date set for quitting his 9 to 5 and moving to working full time for his nonprofit, because he knows he has the funds to finally pay himself as CEO along with running his programs. Once you have a strategy in place, the whole 100K goal suddenly feels real, not overwhelming, not impossible, just organized and within reach. So let me give you a small systems hack here. Don't plan tasks, plan themes. For example, March is major donor outreach month, June is your summer campaign, September is stewardship, December is your year in giving. When you organize by themes, your brain stops juggling 1,000 things and starts executing with focus. This is where your nonprofit shifts out of survival mode into real steady momentum, because you're not reacting, you're leading. And step 4 in the FAST is T, which stands for traction. This is where your fundraising stops being one and done campaigns and starts becoming a true system that grows with you. Quick pause, and sorry to interrupt, but I want to take a quick second to offer a huge thank you to our sponsor, Click and Pledge, for supporting this video. So whether you're running peer-to-peer campaigns, text-to-give drives, creating donation pages, video fundraising, or even hosting Zoom fundraising events with their innovative Give event feature, Click and Pledge has everything you need to make your fundraising seamless and successful. It's the platform that I trust and I personally love using. With transparent pricing, lightning-fast 48-hour payouts, robust security, and seamless Salesforce integration, it's the all-in-one platform built to supercharge your fundraising efforts. So check them out and discover how Click and Pledge can take your fundraising to the next level. And now back to our video. By this point, you've built your foundation, you've taken action, you've created a structure with systems for the year. Now the goal is simple: keep the momentum going, because raising 100K once is great, but building a fundraising engine that continues to scale year after year is where your nonprofit moves into the big leagues and becomes your legacy. Traction is all about expansion and mastery. This is where you turn your attention to the elements that make your organization stronger, more trusted, and more stable. So things like developing your board so they actually help you move the mission forward, strengthening your marketing so your donors discover you, leadership as you build your team, and even setting up systems and tech, because now you finally have the money to invest in it, which saves time and reduces overwhelm. Here's the truth most founders don't realize, though, is traction is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things consistently so your results stack month after month. So keep learning, keep building, and keep stacking those wins. Traction is where your nonprofit shifts from surviving to truly scaling. Before we go, I want you to watch the video I've linked here on how to build your donor persona. It's one of the most important pieces of your foundation, and honestly, most nonprofits skip it. Don't skip it. It changes everything. And if you're ready to make this year the year you finally raise six figures, I'd love to support you. My fundraising fast track program walks you through all of this step by step with personal coaching, a community, templates, tools, and much, much more. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, drop a comment before you head to that next video, and I will see you next week.